All right, thank you for joining me, everybody, for another Sunday night auction. Oh, geez, where do I even start? This is live show number 118. Good Lord, I never thought I would do this many, honestly. Um, so tonight's kind of a weird one. It's kind of in between the two biggest shows of the year. The last show, the Halloween show, that was so big and so much fun. I love doing it. Man, was it ever a ton of work. And the next show coming up is our 5-year anniversary. Excuse me, got the hiccup suddenly. Not 5 years of being in business or of operating under the name Chaotic Comics, but 5 years of doing Facebook Live shows, which is just nuts. I can't believe that I've been doing it for 5 years. So the next show is going to be absolutely massive, obviously, 5-year anniversary show. So I just can't wait for that. And like I said, the last show was huge, the Halloween show. The next show is huge. So tonight's kind of this weird in between. I didn't want to make tonight also huge because 3 in a row right before Christmas, just kind of crazy. Anyway, so tonight I had a ton of stuff that I pulled out that I had extra copies of, etc. So I slashed prices way down. And honestly, I just don't really want to like work too hard tonight. I just kind of want to chill out and sell some comic books and have a good time because I'm preparing myself for the 5-year anniversary show, which again is going to be just absolutely crazy. Honestly, you didn't miss anything. Let's get started. If anybody's new and you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. Of course, we're in Canada. All prices are in Canadian dollars, but we ship anywhere in North America. And we offer 90 days to pay with only 20% down. The first auction item of the night will be X-Men number 4, Jim Lee. The grade's an 8.5 to a 9, first appearance of Omega Red. And then you got your new releases here. This one's Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, issue number 14, Stormbreakers variant. And then some back issues over here. Youngblood Strike File number 1, 9.4 or better. And Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Jabba the Hutt number 1, which is the first appearance of that character. Dave Lompop. When this book first came out, that was like a $15 book. I'm not sure where it sits right now. Like I said, I just had a ton of extra stuff that I mostly just kind of pulled out and slashed prices, and I got some really interesting... Oh, tonight will still probably be just as long as any other auction, 4 to 5 hours, maybe closer to 4. I still prepared tons of stuff, just like always, but I just didn't like pack it full of super expensive keys. Still tons of key books. We got Hulk 182, second Wolverine going up for $1 start. All kinds of great stuff going up for $1 start. Keys all night, of course. But just hopefully on my end, just kind of chill. All right, let's get rolling. Larry's going to kick us off with a $5 bid. What a great deal. We're going to pin that. And then Adrian's going to grab C. Thank you very much. And then David S for B. And Diaz for A. Thank you all. That's awesome. Clean the board off here right in the beginning. Next up, more new releases. You know, I actually have a ton of copies of this one. This is DC's KO Night Fight number 1. I forget the exact term, but it's the first appearance of the other Batmen. It's like the Batmen of the future, various versions of Batman. It's Batman versus them. That's why it's called Night Fight. Number 1, rather. Here in the $2 slot, we got Primordial, issue number 1. I think that's the cover B. And in the $5 slot, Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur Volume 1, 2016. Issue number 4, 9.6 or better. Greg R's got us up to 10. We got Paul C is going to take A, and then also Adrian. Diaz for C. Auction item still $10. First Omega Red. Larry's at it for 11. Look at this, $5. What a deal. Vampirilla number 1. This is the Adam Hughes 1 in 10 homage variant cover. Shane H just said, how's the lag? I just saw that, so maybe you can calculate based on when I said this how long it is. I'm looking at the screen here. I haven't really, like, I can look at the one screen and look at the other and kind of like wave my hand here and then look at the timer and see how long it takes for my hand to wave on the live video. Usually on a good night, it's like 8 seconds is usually pretty good. I'm literally watching. There it goes. There, my hand just waved. So yeah, I think it was closer to 10. So 8 to 10 seconds. I think that's not too bad. Current high bid's 13 for Sun C. We are at. All right, we got Paul C for A. Shane H for C. I got 2 C's. Yeah, I know it's pretty good. It's pretty minimal for tonight. I'll leave these just for a minute before I swap them out. This Primordial series, I actually read a couple issues of this one. It is pretty interesting. It's about in the early days of the space race when they were blasting rockets off into space with chimpanzees and stuff on them. They weren't actually just dying off in space. They were getting like abducted by this alien spacecraft that was modifying them and making them intelligent, and then they come back to wreak havoc on Earth. Kind of an interesting concept. We got Diaz for B, and then Paul C for C. All right. Nobody else is going to go for A. I'll swap that out here in just a second. Next up in A, we got Civil War: The Confession, number 1, 2007, 92 to 94. If I remember correctly, I think that's the book where they confessed that Bucky killed Iron Man's parents. In the $5 slot, Todd McFarlane, Spider-Man, issue number 2. This one's a newsstand variant, 94 to 96 for grade. It's a good deal, $5. Dramatic pause. Pause for effect. Got Diaz for this B. Came in quick. And yeah, if nobody else for A, I'll swap that out. But I do have quite a few of those. If you were on the fence. Next up in A, this is Witchblade, issue number 16, which celebrates its 30th anniversary. And this is the Leslie Lyrics cover. That's a nice piece. In the B, $2 slot, Peter Panzerfaust, issue number 21, cover A. 94 to 96, 2014. Got Greg R for C. Adrian for A. Auction item still $13. I guess we'll say going once, going twice. I actually got quite a few interesting auction items tonight, a bunch of slabs. I got all kinds of weird stuff we're going to go through. It's 15 now for Greg R. Next up in C, this is Never Wars, number 1, the 1 in 5 variant. And then in A, this is the new Die series, Die Loaded, number 1. There's Stephanie Hahn's cover A. 16 now, high bid for Larry. Nobody for this B. Eat the Rich, number 1, cover B. 96 plus. Like I said, blowing some stuff out tonight. Great prices. We've got Diaz for A. I've read the entire series of Die, the first series. Phenomenal. All the interior art's by Stephanie Hahn. Same thing with this new series. She's such a great artist. And then next person for A was Pat S. Then I have Diaz for B. And the high bid's currently 20 for Greg R. Next up in B, You Promised Me Darkness, number 1, 96 plus. And in A, more new releases. This is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 16, cover A, John Romita Jr. Yeah, high bid 20. I guess we'll say again, going once, going twice. Get your bids in on that one. First Omega Red. High bid's 20 for Greg R. Adrian's going to grab A. Next up in A, all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 4. This is the In-Hyuk Lee Streetwise variant cover. And Diaz for C. Next up in C, another Spider-Man issue number 15. Eric Larson cover, 9.6 plus. High bid's 22 now for Sun C. Now we have Adrian for this A and Paul C for C. Nobody for B. I'll swap that out here in a sec. Next up in C, the Scarlet Sisters, issue number 1. This is the 1 in 7 variant from 2022. Joseph Michael Linsner, 1 in 7 variant. And a 9.6 plus. In the $2 slot, Cable, issue number 1 from 2020. Cover A, Phil Noto. And in A, we have the Mark Spears cover for G.I. Joe, issue number 13, featuring Snake Eyes. Or sorry, the Cobra Commander. Diaz for B and Pat S for A. High bid's 22 still. We'll say going for the third and final time. I got lots of other items to put up. Lots more. We had Pat S for A. Now we have Larry. Also David S. I think David S got the last one there on A. And yeah, I'm about to say sold. Going for the final time. Sun C's got it at 22. Third and final time, about to say sold. Strange, issue number 2, first appearance of the Harvest Man, Bjorn Berend's cover. We've got, this is a really nice cover here, Amazing Spider-Man Amazing Spider-Man Torn, issue number 2, Gabriel Dell'Otto cover. That's really nice. Then I'll swap C if there was nobody for that. We'll do a 3D cover, Lex Luthor number 1, which is Action 23.3 3D. Lenticular. And for this A, it looks like I got Alan. And then Paul C. Lots of people wanted it, but I only had 2 copies. That's why pre-ordering is always key. And then Paul C also for C and Diaz for B. And no more bids came in. I don't think. I'm going to scroll up, make sure I didn't miss anything. No. So Sun C sold to you for 22. Boom. Let's clear this board right off. Your next auction item, let's do a slab. Why not? Tonight I got a bunch of totally random off-the-wall slabs I'm putting up. Here's the first one. It is Omaha the Cat Dancer number 1, 1986. This is the 4th printing variant. I think there's actually 6 or 7 different printings. Even the 4th variant's worth quite a bit raw. I think it's like an $80 book. There's hardly any copies of it slabs, so it's kind of a tough thing to compare it to. Omaha the Cat Dancer number 1, Kitchen Sink Press, 1986, 4th printing, 9.2. Dollar start, dollar increase. Let's keep going. We have, this is definitely one to grab. Spider-Man Wolverine issue 7, cover A, Carrie Andrews. It's the first appearance of Arachnes, which is a new character that is a mashup of Wolverine and Spider-Man. We got Last Annihilation, Wakanda, #1, Philip Tan cover. And we have the Mighty Thor Godstorm, which is a one-shot, 2011, 9/4, first appearance of the Godstorm. All right, Pat S got us at $1, and then we also got Pat S for A, and Paul C for A. Then we got Greg R for A, David S, then we got Diaz for B, and Chris T's got us at $2. Nice. Another $2 comic, shall we? Legendary Star-Lord, #1. This is the Young Guns variant cover. First printing, it went to 4 prints, if you can believe that. 9/2 to a 9/4. $3 now. Ooh, this is a slow crawl. I'll leave these for a second. I'm surprised more people didn't go for A. Nobody's going for the Godstorm. I can swap that out. How about some old classic Flash, issue number 249, 1977, a 6.5 or better. Excuse me, Larry's at 5 on the slab. Diaz is going to grab an A. We got Alan for C, and Aaron's got the high bid at 10. Nobody for Peter Quill. I got some Punisher War Journals. This one's issue number 20, 9.0. Next up in C, another DC 3D lenticular. This one, Earth 2, issue 15.2, aka Solomon Grundy, issue number 1. And of course, 9.6 plus on those things. Nobody else for that. I'll swap those out. We are up to a $20 bid now for Pat S. Our next new release here, it is Venom issue number 251, Puppeteer Lee variant cover. That thing is really nice. Very cool. Love it. Diaz for C. Another C coming at ya. Iron Fist, issue number 9. 1976, first full appearance of Shaka, also known as Shaka Khan, leader of the Golden Tigers. 5.0 or better. We got Rob for A. Like that cover A, that A is really cool. Rob was first for that. See a couple other people coming in. Nobody for Punisher War Journal. I got another one, issue 22. This one's a newsstand, 9.4 or better. More new releases. Fantastic Four, issue number 5. Gorgeous Jenny Friesen variant cover. God, I always get the hiccups whenever I do this. Maybe it has something to do with talking a lot. Christ almighty, they're annoying. Sean M was the first for C. I guess in case we have any new people watching here, I can show you. I'll show you the live capture. This is what I'm looking at here, the comments on the right hand side. So I always call them out in the order that they appear. You can see here Sean M was the first for C, then Travis, then Paul C. Whoops. And now you can see some more comments coming in for A. Travis was first for A, then Alan, then Jalen. So I always call them out, whoever's first. So we got Travis was first for this A. And we had Sean M was first for that one. All right, let's keep going. Nobody for that. Action Comics number 1024, 2020. Meet the new boss. New releases, all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 2. David Marquez cover. That's an homage to Amazing 316, Todd McFarlane. And then for over here in C, we got the New Kids on the Block Backstage Pass, number 1. A very scarce newsstand. A 6.5 for grade. Oops, let me move these down so we can see this a little better. There we are. It's better. Alright, we got Diaz for B. And we are at $20 on this slab. What a steal. I think it's actually like an $80 or $90 slab at least. I'll show it to you again. We'll start counting it down. Omaha the Cat Dancer, number 1, 1986, 4th printing. And Sean M was the first for C. Next up in B, Y the Last Man, issue number 8, 9.6 plus, 2003. We got Moon Knight, issue number 14. Really cool cover. I love like the hanging bodies in the back. Covered by Arthur Soydam, known professionally as the Zombie King. That's a great cover. Whoops, sorry, I forgot to tell you the grades. It is a 9.6 plus. And if nobody's going for A, we'll swap that out as well too. Next up is the same book, Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 3, but this is the Lucio Perillo Marveled Zombies variant, which is just gorgeous. Man, he did a number on that one. The 3D perspective of the hand reaching out is phenomenal. That was a really good cover. I'm a fan. Alright, where are we at here? We've got Diaz for C. And the high bid's currently 21 for Paul. Alright, going once, going twice for Paul. He's got it at 21. Next up in C, Madame Xanadu, number 1, 2008, first ongoing solo series, 9.6 plus. Nobody for Y the Last Man. How about Savage Sword of Conan, issue number 9, 2019, 9.2. Nobody jumped on A. I thought that cover was crazy. Diaz is going to grab an A. A lot more to get through still, so I guess we'll count her down. Going for the third and final time. I can't believe the high bid's only $21, but $21 high bid. Greg R is also going to grab an A. 35 viewers. Thank you all for hanging out with us, or me rather, and each other, I suppose, in a way. Don't forget, in 3 weeks here is going to be our 5-year anniversary auction. Honestly, it's going to be crazy huge. I'm going to be putting up keys all night long, worth in the hundreds of dollars. We'll have some really big ones, of course. I haven't really pulled much out for it yet, other than just a few things I've set aside. But like, I'm going to pull out some doozies, some big signed stuff. Maybe do a Stan Lee signed item. Just some, some big books. It's going to be a lot of fun. You definitely do not want to miss out on that. Pat S now has it at 22. Okay, let me swap these. Next up, Cloak or Dagger, number 1, David Nakayama variant. High bid's now 23 for Paul V. Nobody for Conan. Okay, we got The Last American, number 1, Marvel's Epic Comics, 1990, 9.0. Nobody for Madame Xanadu. That was my last $5 comic. We're now up to $6 over yonder. First $6 one. Korak, Son of Tarzan, issue number 47. Tells you right here, second DC issue. It's because it was previously published by Gold Key Comics. It's an 8.5, 1972 Joe Kubert cover. We're at 30 now for Paul V. Yeah, 30 for Paul V. And I'll leave those there for just a second before I swap them out. Paul C for C. Nobody's the Last American. Avengers issue 285, an 8.0 newsstand. This one's cool. 2020, it is Spider-Woman issue number 1, the Chip Kid Virgin die cut wraparound variant cover. It's a die cut cover. First appearance of Rebecca Marchand, perhaps. 30 is the high bid. Whoops, 30. We've got Christian, was the first for B. $2 comic. Somebody going for A, I'll swap that out. There is The Death of the Silver Surfer, issue number 5. It's the first cover appearance. I think she had a cameo in the previous issue of the new Silver Surfer, this female version. Mighty Thor, issue number 3, volume 2, 1998, 92 to 94. John Romita Jr. cover. Got Paul C for C. Next up in C, this is X-Men Hellfire Gala number 1, the Art Adams 1 in 25 variant, 9.0 or better. Got Diaz for B, Shane H for an A, Allen also for A. Next in B, only a 5.0 for grade, lower, but it's actually worth $15 or so, so $2. It's Star Wars issue number 4 from Dark Horse, Adam Hughes cover, 2014, the last Dark Horse series before the rights went back to Marvel. The first person for C was Paul V. And then we got Pat S for B. The high bid, still 30 for Paul V. Going for the third and final time, about to say sold. Got a lot more to get through. High bid's 30, Omaha the Cat Dancer. And that was my last $2 comic. We're up to 3 here. Bing. Bing. First one's Punisher 2099, issue number 1 from 2019. 9.6 plus, $2. Can't beat that. Then we've got in your $6 set. Fuck, this is in the wrong slot, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5-issue set in the $6 slot. It is Marvel's War of Kings, issue 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It is missing number 1. One of them's an 8.0. The rest are all 9 to 9.4. 5-issue set, $6. Fuck, why not? Where am I at here? Diaz for the set, and then Paul V for the slab. Congratulations, Paul. That's a great deal, $30. I will set these aside, grab us another auction item. Just a moment. Eternals, number 1. Classic Jack Kirby story, cover, and art. It's the first appearance of the Eternals, most of them anyway. Icarus, etc., etc. There's Icarus on the cover. The grade on this one is a 7.0 or better. It's also the first appearance of the Deviants, the villains. $1 start, $1 increase. And then I got Kent for B. And I got nobody else for this A, so we'll get it out of here. Dollar start, dollar increase on the Eternals #1. Next up, we've got X-Vengers #1, cover A. X-Vengers, new series. It's the first team appearance of the X-Vengers. Battlestar Galactica #6, 1979, 8.0. That's a great price. Like I said, I'm blowing this stuff out tonight. Next up in the $6 slot here, I had a couple new releases I had multiple copies of. The Planet Death issue #1. I think this is actually a $9.99 cover price. Double-sized issue. Apparently there's a movie in production of that from the writer and creator of John Wick. Alright, we're at 21, the opening bid from Phil. We've got Paul J for an A, Sean M for B, next up in B, a 9.2 for grade, Death of the Silver Surfer #1, 9.2. How'd that land in there? Got Rob for B. Mike F has the high bid at 25. Swap C out. I got the first printing Marvel Knights The World to Come #1. The Alex Malee variant. It's the first appearance of the new Black Panther, who is controversial because he's white. Next in B, we got from Charlton Comics, All New Fighting Marines, issue #126, 1975, a 6.5 to 7. Look, he's about to get bayoneted. Nobody likes that. And next up in A, this is a series, I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to pronounce this word. Is it Expartate? X-Men? Is that how it's pronounced? Expatriate? Or is it just expatriate? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that word. Makes me feel dumb when I look at it. High bid's now 27 for Larry. Okay. Diaz for C. Paul C for B. And B, another All New Fighting Marines, issue #122. That one's pretty awesome. He's getting shot down by the Red Baron. 1975, 6.5 for grade. In C, we've got G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra Baroness, issue 3. This is the photo variant, cover B, a 9 to 9.2. Things are good. Things are good. All good over here. Like I mentioned earlier, but you might have missed it if you weren't here. Our next show will be our 5-year anniversary show. It's going to be huge. We'll be putting up a ton of huge books. I don't even know what yet, but I'm going to pull out some of the biggest keys I have, some of the most expensive stuff I got in stock, and put it up for $1. It's going to be a fun night. I'm going to have some drinks, and we'll go all night. Last year's 4-year anniversary was 7 hours and 45 minutes. It was almost an 8-hour long auction. I'll tell you flat out, there's no fucking way I'm not doing that again. No way, I can't do it. It'll probably be like 6 hours, maybe 5 to 6. Well, I just did a 6-hour Halloween show, so I mean, it's got to be 6. Kent just took C, but yeah, it's gonna be an exhausting night. The high bid's only 27 for Larry. Well, guess we'll say going once, going twice. Nobody for that. Next up, I got this absolutely gorgeous Black Cat variant cover by Lucas Werneck. Black Cat issue #3. Love it. That was a very clean cover. Nobody for B. Nobody for the War book. Another one here. Another all new Fighting Army issue #122. That one's a 20 center. 1973 is 7 to 7.5. And that was my last $6 comic. I'm up to 7 now. Bing. We got Adrian for A. Man, A is beautiful. 24-hour live stream, my God. It's not enough coffee or liquor or dope to keep me going that long. Jeff K, also for an A. And then Sean M was the first for B. And the high bid's currently 28 for Pat S. Okay. We got Immortal 4, issue number 24, a 9.2 to 9.4. And we've got a $7 slot here. This is Primordial number 1, the 1 in 10 Virgin variant. Actually, it might be a 1 in 20 Virgin variant. I didn't write it on the back. I think it's actually a 1 in 20. Got Shane H for A. And Adrian's going to take another one. That's no problem. And then Diaz for B. Great Alex Ross cover on B. High bid's 29 now. 29 now. High bid's now 29 now. 29 for Mike F. Now 30 for Pat S. Sorry, I don't know what that was. We've got Cloak or Dagger number 1, the Ivan Talavera variant cover. And then your $3 slot, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, 1999, Issue 3, 9.6. We got Jeff K for C. Thank you very much. Next up in C, we've got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 45. Alex Maleev 1 in 25 variant, 9.4 or better. Like I said, a lot of great deals out there tonight. Alright, we got Sean M for A. And also Adrian. And then Diaz for B. And Bill Bateman for C. Ooh, that cleans it off. And the high bid, it looks like we're still at 30 for Pat S. Let me scroll up and make sure I didn't miss any bids. We are indeed at 30. We'll say going once, going twice on that. And keep on keeping on. Man, I didn't want to work too hard tonight. Now here we are at a steady pace. Undeadpool, number 1, cover A. And that thing's really cool. I mean, Deadpool's bad enough, but Undeadpool, the zombie version, whew, too much to handle. We've got Bone, the Premier Edition Hero Comics exclusive holiday special, 1993, a 9.0 or better. And then in your $7 slot, a 2-book set, it's Cable, Blood and Metal number 1 and 2, which is the full set. It's Cable's first solo series, limited series, obviously a 2-book set. Number 1's a 9.4. Number 2 is a 9.4 to a 9.6. Alright, we've got 31 for Larry. I'm just scrolling down through the comments here. I got Alan for A, and then Pat S, and then Sean M, then Larry, and then Pat S for B. Also 32 high bid for Pat S. And I got Diaz for C. And then 33 for Mike F. Now 34 pass. Alright, we are still creeping up on this book. First Eternals, First Deviants, Jack Kirby Classic. Alright, $2 slot here. Let's see what we can pull out. We've got Star-Lord number 1, 1996. First appearance of the second Star-Lord, Sinjin Quarel. 9.2 to 9.4. And in the $7 slot, not a damn thing. We're up to $8 books there now. And we're actually moving pretty steady. I love it. Actually, I suppose I look at the time here, we are 45 minutes in, so it makes sense that we're moving a bit. This is the Power Girl Special, number 1, Art Germ Virgin Foil variant, 96 plus. David S for A. Excuse me. And we got David S for B. And Chris C for C. Got a few more A's there if anybody was thinking about it before I move those. Next up, we got The Thing for Solo Series Issue 7, 1984, 9.0 or better. I don't know who's doing the stomping on them. Somebody's stomping on them. And in your $8 slot, this was actually a rare one. October 1956, Scarce Golden Age book. It is Dell's Junior Treasury Heidi, I believe, which is a classic German story. 2 to a 2.5 for grade. Golden Age, 1956. The Big Titty Committee. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice one. Got Diaz for this B. High bid's 35 now for Mike F. And if nobody else is going to go for the Undead Pool, we'll swap it out. And we got Paul C for that Golden Age comic. Alright, let's keep rolling. Get your bids in on the auction item because we do have a lot more to get to. Now, new releases. We are up to new releases that are $4.99 US or $7.25 Canadian. The first one is Doctor Who The Prison Paradox number 1. Virgin variant cover. And then in the $3 slot, we've got Captain America number 294, 1984. First appearance of the Sisters of Sin. Oh, sorry, the grade. A 9.0. And then in the $8 slot, this is What If Volume 1, issue number 36. It's a $1.25 Canadian price variant. 1982. This is What If the Fantastic Four had not gained their superpowers. I know, right? Yeah, I went from the Big Titty Committee to the classic, very reserved Golden Age comic. It is a mix-up, isn't it? It is a mix-up. Let me scroll up slightly and see where I'm at here with these comments. Alright. I got Pat S was the first for A, and then Sean M for B. Alan for C, and the high bid's 37 for Mike F. More new releases. Supernatural number 1, cover A by Clayton Crane. And then we've got Future State Harley Quinn number 1, second printing variant, 96 plus. And we've got the Eternals number 1. This is the premiere variant, which was limited to 2 copies per store, 96 plus from back in 2021. The grade on the Eternals is a 7.0 or better. Yes, 7.0 plus. We got Jalen for A. Diaz for B. Next up in A, same book, Supernatural number 1. This is the photo variant. Got your Winchester boys, Sam and Dean. Aren't they coming back for a new season, I thought I heard? Avengers 329. Newsstand 8.5, first appearance of the Treyarch of Entropy. That sounds terrible. 1991. 37, high bid. We'll say going once, going twice. Been on this one for a while, feels like. I didn't actually open any of the DCKO blind bags. I think the only blind bags I opened were the Mark Spears Monsters one. And I guess the best one I got was the glow in the dark variant, one in 700, I think it is. I think. What do we have? We got Tim G for B. So going for the third and final time on our auction item, high bids 37 for Mike F. And the $3 book, Amazing Adventures, issue number 23, featuring War of the Worlds, H.G. Wells, 1974, first appearance of the High Overlord, 6.5 to 7. $3, nobody's going for the Eternals, Premier variant. I got a 2-book set here, Strange Sports Stories, number 1 and number 2. A 6.0 and a 7.5. I forgot to write the date on the back of them, but based on the 20-cent price bubble, I'd say it's around 1972. Sean M for this B. No, nobody else. So yeah, Joseph M let me know he pulled a 1 in 250 variant out of his blind bags, but nobody else has let me know if they've opened anything cool or not. I don't think that means that they didn't, or just, I don't know, maybe a lot of people haven't even opened their. Phil was the first for C. Maybe a lot of people keep them sealed, you know. Nobody going for the boys photo variant. Next up, this is Punisher Red Band Polybag logo variant number 1, second printing. And then we got The Dark Knight Returns, The Last Crusade, which is a one-shot, man. This is a heavy book, Frank Miller. It's an 8.5, 2016. Big square bound book. And then I got a 3-book set, and see, it's the full set of Scarlet, which is a vampire-based book. It's Scarlet number 1, 2, and 3. I love that one with the stake right through the heart. The grades on them, one of them's a 7.5, the other 2 are 9, and a 9.2 to 9.4. Get all 3 for $8. We got Jalen for this A. Joseph M. And then Diaz. Oh, sorry, Diaz was for B, but Joseph M was first. Regarding the blind bags, I opened, actually me and Megan, my partner, we opened quite a few of the Mark Spears Monsters one just for fun. I think we opened 15 and then we opened like 5 more, so 20, just because they were so fun. And I think we only got to hit a duplicate once. We got a huge variety of books. They're all available on the website. I put them all up there, but I was super impressed with the variety, and some of them were really cool covers. It was fun to open them. There's a lot of kind of controversy about the whole blind bag thing. Here's my first rant of the night. Go ahead and take a drink. I think they're a good thing. It's like opening packs of cards. You know what I mean? You buy like a $5, $10 pack of cards. You rip it open. You could have a $200, $300 card in there. That's why you do it. It's like gambling. It's the thrill of doing it. Same thing with the blind bags. You could open it up and fucking score a custom sketch cover or a signed cover or a very rare ratio variant. It's worth some good money and it feels good. So why not? You know? Why not? All right, third and final time. I'm about to say sold. The high bid's 37, and nobody went for this C, I don't think. No. Okay. Stop it. More new releases. This is Stake Presents Jessamy number 1, based off the Stake series, Vampire series. Then we got Animosity number 1, which is about people that turn into animals. This is the hard to find 5th printing. It's also optioned 2016. And in your $8 slot, I got another set here. This is a set of 4 for $8. It's Desolation Jones from Wildstorm number 1, 2, 3, and 5. And the grades on them, they're all 9.4s or better. Yeah, there's Mark Spears blind bags on my website, lots of them. I think they're $15, I think is the price on them. I don't have to check, but yeah, there's definitely extras on my website. I think there's like 20 or so. Yeah, unfortunately the blind bag craze hadn't hit at that point when they were doing the absolute number 1s, but it's a thing now, that's for sure. Got Pat S for this B. No more bids came in, so congratulations. Mike F. sold to you for 37. And that concludes the first pack of sticky notes of the night. We'll grab our second pack. And we'll power through. We'll keep going. We're about to cross the 1 hour mark. Let me grab another item here for auction. Let's do... You know what? We're sitting here talking about it. We're talking about the Mark Spears Monsters blind bag variants. Here it is. This is the 1 in 700 glow in the dark variant. I hit 2 of them, so I'll auction 1 off. I think they're selling around 200 and something dollars right now. The cover's fucking awesome. Really cool. And of course it's glow in the dark, so it's got that kind of crusty glow in the dark material. That's why it comes with the protective cover on it. So yeah, 1 in 700 variant. This is cover A66, if you're looking it up, because there's 75 different covers. A66, glow in the dark. I'll leave it out so we can see it, I guess, while it's up for auction. Dollar start, dollar increase, guys. That's a big item right now. It's one of the hottest covers from the Mark Spears blind bag, except for the fact that he signed some. Those are selling for pretty big money. Yeah. The next big down the pipe for the blind bag is the Marvel's Ultimate Endgame #1, which releases at midnight on New Year's Eve. And they have the possibility of getting custom sketch covers from like 20 different Marvel artists, including Mark Bagley, John Romita, Peach Momoko, and a whole bunch of others too. So trust me, you pull a custom Peach Momoko sketch cover, it's worth a couple grand. Definitely worth grabbing those ones. So yeah, dollar start, dollar increase on this crazy thing. And did anybody go for those? I kind of looked away from the comments for a little long. Don't think so, so I'll just swap them out. There we go. Let me just move a couple things here and then we'll keep going. A couple boxes in my way. Go. Okie dokie. Stake presents Jessamy #1. This is the cover B. I forget who it's by, but it's very beautiful. Suicide Squad, final issue number 25, The Rebirth, 9.0, 2007. That was indeed my last $8 book, too. $10 over here. 9.2 to 9.4, Red Hood #1, the canceled series. They're selling for about $40. What did I say it was? 9.2 to 9.4, $10. Why not? We're up to 90 on our auction item. We've got Diaz for B. Move this over slightly. I don't want to bump it. Also got Diaz for C. B. God Killer Tomorrow's Ashes #1, 9.6 or better. Nobody for A. This is Batman The Long Halloween, the last Halloween, issue 10 of 10, final issue. Beautiful David Finch cover. That's super cool. Could there be any more pumpkins? And in your $10 slot, this is Venom First Host, issue #3, 9.6 plus, cover A, first printing. It's the first appearance of the Sleeper Symbiote. We're at 100 now for Paul V. Cover A66. Leave those up there for a minute before we move on. We've got Sean Burke for A. Next up, same book, Batman The Long Halloween, the last Halloween, final issue 10 of 10. This is the Adam Hughes variant cover. Also cool as hell. Almost like a seance with all these cats around her. That's actually cool. So there's a lot of very interesting details in that cover. I like it. I'll leave B and C for a minute here before I swap them out. Adrian for A. Next up in A, Circus Maximus, number 1. Franco Villa cover. Nobody for B. Ultimate Avengers Volume 3, number 1. First appearance of Ray Connor as Daredevil. 2010, 9-4. Got Diaz for C. Next up in C, we have Vote Loki, issue number 2. First appearance in cameo of Octavio von Bardis, who is the son of Dr. Octopus, I'm pretty sure. And it's an homage to Captain America Comics number 1, where Captain America knocks out Hitler, but here he's punching out Loki. It's a 9.6 grade. Bids 110 for Paul V, now 111 for Pat S. Like always, leave these here for just a sec before I swap them out. Got 42 viewers, that's great. Thanks for hanging out with us. If anyone has any questions, if you're new, feel free to ask. We offer 90 days to pay with 20% down. All the prices are in Canadian dollars. There's no tax or anything like that added to the price. What you see is what you pay. We're up to 114 now for Pat S. Let's keep swapping. Echo, Seeker of Truth, number 1. Beautiful David Mack cover. For B, we got Captain America issue number 421, 94 to 96, 1993. And we've got Vote Loki issue number 3, which is the first full appearance of, it's the first appearance of Dr. Doom's children, Octavio von Bardis, 9.6 plus, 2019. Vote Loki, 120 now for Paul V. We got Sean M for B. Beep beep. Next in B, The Brave and the Bold, issue number 190, Batman and Adam Strange. The story of who killed Adam Strange, 1982, a 6 to a 6.5 newsstand variant. We got Sean M for B. And 121 for Pat S for the auction item. Nobody for Echo. We've got Amazing X-Men issue number 2. Beautiful Stephanie Hans variant cover. Look at the souls coming out of her breath or her voice. That's really cool. And in the $3 slot, Future State Swamp Thing number 1, second printing variant. Christ almighty, look at all the notes that are on the back. First appearance of Swamp Thing Supreme. First appearance of the Undying Man, the Obsidian Sun, Indigo, etc. 9.6 plus. Next up in C, I have a set of 3. It's Journey into Mystery number 632, which is featuring the Kid Loki, and then 638 and 639, which feature the female Loki. They're tough. These are actually tough to find. 2011, 2012, they're all 9.6 or better. 3 scarce Journey into Mysteries. All right, we got Travis for A. Got Tim G for B, and Diaz for C. And 122 for Paul V is now the high bid. Amazing Spider-Man number 62. First appearance of the blue Spider-Man costume, 9.4 to 9.6. Patrick Gleason cover. And, oh boy, we're moving pretty good. I guess we're up to $15. Normally I have $12 comics, but I guess not tonight. Guess we're straight into 15. Is that right? Okay then. First one at 15. The grade is a 9 to a 9.2. Amazing Spider-Man 375. You guys know that one, the holographics cover. It's the first. Lots of people like to say it's the first appearance of She-Venom, which is certainly not true. It's the first appearance of Anne Whaling, the ex-wife of Eddie Brock, who later becomes She-Venom. It's also the first appearance of Carl Brock, Eddie Brock's father. There is indeed an A left, so we'll do an A for Alan. We got B for Diaz. And the first person for C was Sean M. And the high bid is 126 for Paul V. Pin that. There we go. I got one copy of A left, if anybody was thinking about that. Wolverine Origins number 3, 9 to 9.2. We got Amazing Spider-Man number 359, 9.6. First appearance of Carnage in Cameo. Yeah, 126, high bid. 127 now. More new releases. Ultimate Spider-Man issue 22, cover A. We've got Non-Stop Spider-Man number 1, the Greg LaRocque variant cover, 9.6 plus. Paul V is out, so Pat S has it at 127. We'll say going once, going twice. It is Mark Spears, The Monster and the Wolf, number 1, the Blind Bag, 1 in 700. Glow in the dark variant cover, cover A66, and the grade on it's a 9.8. It is a perfect looking copy. There you are. So get your bids in. I'm about to say sold on that. The first one for A was Adrian. Got Phil for B. Next in A, Spirits of Violence, number 1, the Geist variants. First appearance of the Spirit of Violence. And then we got, oh, look at that, 2 Ghost Riders side by side. Ghost Rider number 1, 2019, Adam Cooter cover. Or Aaron Cooter cover, rather. Aaron, correct. 9.6 plus. 130 now for Kent. A new player has entered the game. 131 for Pat S. We are rolling up still. All right, we got Diaz for C. Paul C for A. Tim G for B. And 131 still for Pat S. We got the last, my voice is cracked, the last Wolverine, number 1, Clayton Crane variant cover. That's really cool. The Avengers, issue 238, The Origin of Blackout. It's a Vision solo story, 8.0, 1983. And then for 15, we've got Giant Size Dracula, issue number 2. Awesome bondage cover. That is a really interesting cover. 5.5 for grade. And it's actually the first Giant Size Dracula because it continues the numbering from Giant Size Chillers. So the first Giant Size Dracula is actually Giant Size Chillers, then Giant Size Dracula number 2. It's a title change, 1974. That's a cool book. Got Paul C for A. Tim for B. Sean M for C. And yet, looks like we're still at 131. Yes, we are. I'm going to say going for the third and final time. High bids 131 for Pat S. About to say sold. You were on the fence. Time to get your bids in now. We got Marvel's new 1776 series. First printing. It's gone to a second print. That's cover A, where the heroes go back. Something to do with the rewriting of the Independence. X-Factor, number 11, The Death of Berserker. Third full appearance of Apocalypse, 9-9-2. Volume 1, of course. And then we've got a couple of exclusives coming up. This thing's gorgeous. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 27, the Don McTeague exclusive, limited to 3,000 copies. Man, I love the color palette on this cover. Real nice. She's a great artist. Don't see a whole lot of work out of her. We've got Greg R for an A. We got Tim G for B. And we got Christian for C. No more bids came in. Congratulations, Pat S. Sold to you for $131. It's a good deal. I'm gonna very gently put it back in its bag and board. And then put the sticker on it. Awesome. Great deal, Pat. Give me a moment. I'm gonna grab another auction item. Just take a sec here. Here's something I've never done. Here's something I've never owned. Going up for $1 start. A CGC 1.0. I've never had a 1.0. It might even be a trick to get an exact 1.0. It is World's Finest Comics. So DC's World's Finest. Giant size 80 page, issue number 161, 1966. A Silver Age. It's got a great cover, man. Got Against the Doomed Alien, the super foes of Planet X. It's a really cool book. The only reason the grade is way down, it actually looks not too bad. It looks more like a 6.5 to 7. It says because it has a piece missing from the 7th page, which affects art. Incomplete. A 1.0. Dollar start, dollar increase. Like I said, I've never had a 1.0. Sorry, it's a CBCS graded, not CGC. Pretty cool, man. Dollar start, dollar increase. Bid on a 1.0. Nobody else for this. We'll set it aside. Here's the first appearance. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 15, cover A. It's the first appearance of a new villain. His name is Schism. That's him on the cover right there. I'm pretty sure that's the correct name, Schism. In the $3 slot, Captain America issue number 403, 92 to 94, newsstand variant, part of the Cap Wolf story arc, guest starring Wolverine. Then in the $15 slot, another beautiful exclusive here. This is Catwoman issue number 71, the Rudy Ao exclusive, limited to 3,000 copies. It's very nice. Gorgeous. Jalen's in for a $10 opening bid. Thank you very much. We got Sean M for A. A is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 15. It's the first appearance of a new suit. This red and gold suit right here. New suit, new alien, new nemesis. And it's the first appearance of this new villain. I'm pretty sure its name is Schism. So we had Sean M for A, and then we got Sean M for B as well. We got Travis for A. We got Adrian for C. Oh, I got two here. And then we got Adrian for A. Auction item, $10. $10. For lovers only, issue number 85, Charlton Comics, 1976, 3.0. Your $15 slot. Another exclusive. This one's a book that just came out. DC's KO, number 1. So DC's KO. This is the Dave Wilkins exclusive, limited to 3,000 copies. We got Greg R for A. $10. High bid. Got Paul C for B. We are at 15 now for Sean M, and we also got Tim G for A. Mike F for C. Okay, we got Luke Cage, issue number 169, Raza cover. Look, he's getting a drill right into his eye. That's lovely. 9.4 to 9.6. And then the $15 slot. This is another exclusive here from Image. Lucky Devils number 1. This is the Matthew Waite MegaCon exclusive, limited to 500 copies. $15 is your high bid. CBCS 1.0. I just thought it was hilarious. 1.0. Couldn't get that if you tried. Anybody else for A? I do have some extra copies of it here. First appearance of a new suit and a new villain. It's probably not one to be missed. Whew, sorry, kind of shaking the whole table here. These boxes are heavy. So we got Diaz for B. High bid's now 25 for Sean M. Nobody else is going to go for A. I'll swap it out. This is the Streetwise variant cover for the same book, Amazing 15. I only got one copy of that. And then I've got Wolverine, Volume 1, issue number 55, featuring Gambit and Jubilee, 1992, and 9.4 to a 9.6 or better. Adrian's going to take this A. Nobody's jumping on C. Next up in C, I got 2 copies of this. Got a 9.6 plus Red Hood number 1, the canceled, recalled series. I said selling for, I think they were $40. At least they were at one point. The first person for B was Adrian. And then we got high bid 30 for Jalen. Next up in A, again, same book, Amazing Spider-Man number 15. This is the Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions variant, which is homaging the classic John Romita panel, Face It Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. In our $3 slot, we got Prez, the first Teen President, issue number 3, 20 center, 1974, first appearance of the Minutemen, 3.5 or better for grade. We've got Adrian for C, Adrian for A, also Sean M for A. The auction item is DC's World's Finest, number 161 from 1966, CBCS graded on 1.0, which is just crazy. I thought it was hilarious just to get a 1.0. I love the various covers too. The alien Supermen, the super foes of Planet X, the cavemen from Krypton, the alien who doomed Robin. It's just like such classic Silver Age tales. Hilarious. Adrian for another A. You got it. And then Diaz for B. And so there's another C. And I do have some more of those A's as well. And next up we got Superman Action Comics number 464, 1976. 3.5 for grade. Superman versus Pile Driver. 40 now for Sean M. Jeremy's going to take A. Sean M for another A. Actually, do got a couple more. Or a couple more of those. Paul C was the first for B, and then we got David S for C. There we are. Auction items, 40 for Sean M. Going once, going twice. We've got Lois, sorry, I thought it was Lois Lane, but that's just her on the cover. Superman number 13, the Jenny Friesen Lois Lane variant cover, 9.6 plus. And then in the $15 slot, I'm actually up to 18 over here. We're moving pretty good here. This is a good clip we're moving at. $18 here, your first one. This is Rorschach number 1, the Lucio Perillo minimal trade dress exclusive, limited to 1,000 copies. I love Rorschach. He's such a great character. 9.6 plus, of course. Jalen's got the high bid at 45. Diaz for B. Next in B, we got What the, issue number 5, the parody, Marvel's parody series. So this is the Wolverine versus the Pulverizer. 9.4 to 9.6, newsstand variant, 1989. We have David S was the first for C. Next in C, this is DC versus Vampires number 1, the Marco Turini minimal trade dress exclusive, limited to 1,000 copies. That's really cool. Of course, a 9.6 plus. We got Larry was the first for B. And 45 on our auction item. We still got lots of auction items to get through. So let's roll on this one. Going once, going twice. We're at 45. Get your bids in. And it doesn't look like anybody else is going for that A. So I will swap those out. Next up, this is American Caper number 1 from Dark Horse Comics. We've got Superman Action Comics number 695. It is an embossed foil cover, 9.4 to a 9.6, 1994. We got Dorian for A, and Sean M for C, and the high bid's 46 for David S. Whew. My goodness. Batman, issue 3, the current ongoing series. We've got, it's another gorgeous exclusive, Dark Knight Death Metal, issue number 2, the Francisco Medina minimal trade dress exclusive, limited to 1,000 copies. Thing's really nice. We got Sean M for B. Or sorry, Sean B for B. We've got Adrian for A. Yeah, somebody mentioned that one other time. You know, I've always forgot about it. Not this A, that's not a problem. It was for the Amazing Spider-Man. No worries, I still got more of those, so we'll just swap it right over to that. That works for me. And then we've got Alan for C. So I'll see if I can sort that out there with the rewind. It's always been on there before, and I never changed any options. So something must have changed on Facebook's back end. I always forget about it after the show ends, though. So I'll try to make myself a note. You know what? I will make myself a note. Rewind? Question mark? I'm going to stick it to the wall right in front of me. There. Can't miss it. So I'll deal with that afterward. Or look into it, rather. Legion of Superheroes Annual number 1. First appearance of the Invisible Kid. 9.2 to 9.4. And then in the $18, this is World Tree issue number 3. The Ivan Tao Virgin exclusive. That thing's gorgeous. And it is limited to 400 copies. High bid's now 50 for Jalen. We got Shane H was the first for B. Oops. Anybody else for Batman for A? Not, I'll swap that out. Got Adrian, or sorry, yes, Adrian for C. Next up, Harley and Ivy, number 1. This is the Elizabeth Torque variant cover. Sorry, the book is called Harley and Ivy, Life of Crime, number 1. And next we have Fantastic Four, number 1, 2019. First team appearance of the Fatagan Four. 94 to 96, or better. And my last $18 book is another beautiful Virgin exclusive. It's Vampirilla number 674, the Mike Chrome Orlando MegaCon Virgin exclusive, limited to 500 copies. Christ, bite me already. I'll join your horde. We got Jalen for A. Diaz for B. And high bid's still 50. I'm going to say going for the third and final time. High bid's 50 for Jalen. It is your World's Finest Comics number 161 CBCS graded at a 1.0. An incredible grade. Never seen it before in my life. Adrian was for C. Right. Shall we? DC's Night Fight, KO Night Fight, which I had up earlier. That's the John Boy Mayers variant. Actually got 2 of those. And then we've got Batman Secret Files Miracle Molly number 1. It's the origin of Miracle Molly, 94 to 96. We're up to $20 over here now. There we go. First $20 book. I had this earlier, but this one's a higher grade. It's a 9.4 to a 9.6. Amazing Spider-Man 375. First Ann Whaling. First Carl Brock. Boobarella. We got Adrian for A. Also Paul C. Rob also wanted one, but I only got 2 there. And then we got, I was about to call it sold, but we got Sean M in for 53. We got Diaz was the first for B. And then Aaron for C. All right. DC's KO Night Fight number 1. This is the Fabioso Tomasio variant. That thing's gorgeous. And then we got Wonder Woman issue number 228. 2 to a 2.5. First appearance of the Red Panzer, 1977. Low grade, that's why it's $3. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 344. First Cletus Cassidy, first Cardiac, 9.0 to a 9.2 or better. 55 is the high bid for Jalen. I got Paul C for A. And then Sean M is out, so it looks like Jalen's got it at 55. I'm going to say going for the third and final time. I'm going to say sold in about 10 seconds. Move on to the next auction item. So Paul C for that A. Set that aside. Leave these just for a minute. I gotta say, as far as time frame is going, we're absolutely killing it. We're cruising through this auction. We're doing really, really well. We've got Diaz for C. Sean M for B. And then sold to Jalen for 55. Congrats. Nice. Set that aside. Set these aside. Let's assess. What's the time here? We're at an hour and a half. Honestly, we've been cruising pretty good here. Still probably be in that 4-hour mark though. What should we do next? So we'll do another quick one. I do have a little bit of non-comic stuff. I actually do have a little bit of cards and stuff tonight. And yeah, I have some cards and I have some metal posters. Yeah, I actually have some interesting stuff tonight. And I have a big box of, actually let's just do that. Should we? Why not? Let's do this. This is actually interesting. Here's a non-comic related auction item for you. So this is an entire box of promotional items. Oh, sorry, that's not part of it. An entire box of promotional items that have been sent to me from various publishers. So it's almost all posters, but there's also like 3 different what are called shelf talkers. One of them is a window cling for Fantastic Four, and one of them is a pack of these oversized DC, what are they called? Artist edition bookmarks. But almost all of them are posters. So there's just fuck tons of posters in there from DC and Indie, and then all of these ones are posters from Marvel. So you got like Doom, Bring on the Bad Guys, Emma Frost, the White Queen, Spider-Girl, X-Men 130 something. These are all Indie posters. X-Men 137, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, Fantastic Four 1, Doom 2099, Marvel's All In, Civil War #1, Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, Jeff the Landshark, Black Cat, Punisher Red Band, Age of Apocalypse, Amazing 975, She-Hulk, Spirits of Islands, Venom 250, and they just go on. So these are all promotional posters. And all the other items. There are 64 items in total. Some of these posters do sell for anywhere from $5. I've even seen them sell up to $20 or $30. And in fact, one of these posters sells for about $40 or $50. This is the poster for Red Hood #1, which was both canceled and recalled. And so was the poster. I was supposed to destroy the poster as well too, but I kept it. So there you go. That one's selling for quite a bit, actually, just the poster alone. So you get this gigantic box of non-comic related promotional, well, sorry, they are comic related promotional items. They're all store exclusives, basically. So $1 start and $1 increase on that. And Alan is going to take the last A, which was this one right there. Thank you very much. So that one for Alan, and $1 start, $1 increase on the giant box of mostly posters. I've done this a couple other times. Usually only about once a year do I have a pile that's big enough. And they usually sell for quite a bit. It's a pretty awesome box of stuff right there. Shall we carry on here? New releases. This is The Beauty #1. This is a TV series that's coming out soon, and this is volume 2 of that. For $3 stuff, we're actually at $4 here now. Sean's kicking us off at a $20 opening bid. That's where we're at. $4 here now. We got Spectacular Spider-Man issue 2. That's a 1 in 25 variant. The grade is a 9.0. The $20 slot. This is Dynamite Lives, issue #2. The Jamie Tyndall Blood Wraparound exclusive, limited to only 150 copies. So it's got Ash from The Evil Dead with Vampirilla, limited to 150 copies. Travis for A. We got Bill Bateman for B. We're at 26 for Joseph M. Next up in B, we got Marvel Superheroes, issue #101, featuring the Incredible Hulk, 9.0, newsstand. A Jeff K for C. Thank you very much. Next up in C, Amazing Spider-Man #3, the Dallas Fan Expo Virgin exclusive by Inhyuk Lee, limited to 1,000 copies. I actually think these are supposed to be $25, not 20, but that one snuck in, so fuck it. 20 it is. We had Diaz was the first for B. Everybody else for The Beauty. Set it aside. We got Super Creep Show Special #1. Obviously a Dark Knight homage. Next up, this is, man, I forget what book this is. I have to look at it. It's only Teenage Wasteland #1. That's the 1 in 5 Virgin variant cover. Adrian was the first for C. Several people did want it. And we're still at 26 on our auction item. All right then, 26 it is. Ooh, we're cruising right along. We got Pat S for B. More new releases. This is the Scarlet Witch #1, Dawn McTeague, exclusive Virgin, limited to 1,000 copies. It's gorgeous. And in the $4, we got Deadpool, his first ongoing series, 1997, issue #6, 9.2 or better for grade. Jalen was the first for C. And we're at 29 now for Joseph M. I have no idea. There's so many posters in here. I have no idea. I think, oh yeah, look this one. Gerald Way. Oh, this is for Umbrella Academy. Some of the posters are smaller and some of them are huge. In fact, I think there's connecting posters in there even. Another $20 post, another $20 Dawn McTeague exclusive here. Poison Ivy #35. Dawn McTeague, limited to 3,000 copies. That thing's beautiful. Nobody for the Super Creep Show. We got Absolute Batman #1, 9th printing. 9th printing, and nobody for this. Although, Bring On the Bad Guys, Green Goblin #1. Diaz for that last B, which was the Deadpool. I got that. And then Jalen was first for this C. We're at 31 for Joseph M. It was 29, it's now 31. Oops. 31. We've got David S for B. Adrian for A. Next up in A, this is Batman issue #162, Jim Lee, part of the Hush 2 story arc. Omega the Unknown, issue #2, enter the Incredible Hulk, 4.0, 1976, The Slaughter on 9th Avenue. Another exclusive here, this is Harley Quinn #1, Nathan Zerdy, minimal trade dress exclusive, limited to 1,000 copies. Have Diaz for A. David S's B was for the last one, no problem. So this one will go to Shane H. And then we've got Jalen for C. Tim G for B. All right, the auction item. Where are we at here? 31. All right, let's get a move on with this thing. Going once, going twice with the auction item. Okay, let's keep going. This one's gorgeous. It is X-Men of Apocalypse #1, Art Germ variant cover. Very nice. We've got the Three Ninjas Kick Back #1, newsstand 9.2. And we've got one more. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, Inhyuk Lee Virgin exclusive, limited to 1,200 copies on that one. Beauty was issue #1 of volume 2. Auction item up to 35 here now for Jared. We've got Adrian for A. Ronald Lee was first for B. And then I got Sean B for A. Diaz for C. And we're at 40 for Sean M on the auction item. Now 41 for Joseph M. Whew. Guys, we're moving right along here tonight. Thank you. This is an awesome cover. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe #5. Carnageized variant. That's so cool. $4. Web of Spider-Man Volume 1, Issue 10, 9.2 to 9.4. And then, where am I at here? I got one $30 book, just one. Odd. This is called Fame Wayne Gretzky #1. And it is this autobiography, Wayne Gretzky. This is the Sheldon Beckart exclusive, limited to 600 copies. Alright, we've got Pat S. was the first for A. Hang on, that might have been the last book. No, that's this one. So we got Pat S for A. We got Shane H for B. And Alan for C. And the high bid's 43 for Joseph M. Alrighty. We got One World Under Doom, issue #9. This is the first appearance of Wanda Maximoff as the new Sorcerer Supreme. There's the foreshadowing variant and the spoiler variant. This is the foreshadowing variant. We have Vampy Digital #1, just Vampirilla Digital. Anarchy Press 2001, it's an 8 to an 8.5. And then we're actually at $35 here now. Alright, this is Female Force Taylor Swift #1, the only approved Taylor Swift comic book official. The Sora Sung exclusive, limited to 400 copies. If you're a T Swift fan, that's the one for you. $45 now, high bid. Sean M. Got Jared for C. Nobody for B. Captain America 366. Controversial panel where Captain America says, "I command you to wank." 8.5 to 9, and it's a newsstand variant. And then check this awesome cover out. This is Power Hour #2, the John Gallagher Ghost Vader exclusive Virgin, limited to 100 copies. That is a fucking awesome cover, man. The Ghost Rider Darth Vader crossover, the Ghost Vader. Wicked. Excuse me. We've Got Ronald Lee for B. Larry for C. That C is freaking awesome. Love that. Okay, nobody for A. Next up in A, this is the same book we just had, One World Under Doom, but this is the, I forget who did this cover, but this is the spoiler variant, which features the new Sorcerer Supreme, Wanda Maximoff. She has her new series coming out, The Sorcerer Supreme. 2-book set coming up here, Meet the Skrulls, issue number 3 and 4. First full appearance of Ivy Wagner, 9.4 to 9.6 on those. Excuse me. Throat's getting a little dry. You know what? The stuff that's coming up next here is some nudie covers. Maybe save those for a little later. Kind of after dark, so to speak. Just to burn through these $4 books, let's do $4 in both of these slots. Next up is Wolverine number 1 from 2003. First appearance of Lucy Braddock and the Brothers of the New World. 9.4 to a 9.6. We got Jalen for an A. Also Diaz. And then Diaz for B. The high bid's 47 now for Joseph M. Yeah, we killed a whole box. Nice. Damn nice, actually. Move this box over. More new releases. This is Spider-Man Holiday Spectacular number 1. One of the variants, I forget who did it. We got Tim G for C. And I am ready to move on from this auction item, I tell you. High bid's 47, now it's 50 for Sean M. Like going for the third and final time, get your bids in on that thing. And then these $4 books we're going to burn through real quick here. We got Detective Comics number 1036, Lee Bermejo variant. And Dark Agnes number 1, first solo series, 2010, 9.4 to 9.6. Killed our second sticky pad. We are going through them here. Pat S was the first for A. Got Diaz for B. High bid's 50 for Sean M. Going once, going twice. About to say sold. Get your bids in on it. We got Paul C. For C. Man, tonight is just a speedy night. This one's a gorgeous cover. Jenny Friesen variant, Planet She-Hulk, number 1. And then we've got, this is a rare book, Requiem for Dracula, number 1 from Marvel, 1993, 9.2 to 9.4. And Flash, volume 2, issue 34, 1990, newsstand, 8.0. Uh, 51 now for Joseph M. We've got Adrian for A. Ronald was the first for B. Diaz for C. 51, going for the third and final time. About to pull the plug. Spirits of Vengeance, number 1, sealed, 9.4 to 9.6. And the Ultraverse Mantra, number 1, very scarce newsstand, 8.0. Got Sean B for A. Got Paul C for B. And the auction item sold. Joseph M for 51. Congratulations. Alright, let me move these. We'll leave those 2 items there for just a moment. And it looks like we're coming right up on 2 hours. 2 hours being about the halfway mark, I guess, of tonight. Shooting for 4 to 5 hours, preferably hoping closer to 4, but we'll just see how it goes. So I guess we'll do our intermission now. Tonight's intermission is on the Green Goblin. So the origin of the Green Goblin. It's a 5-minute video. Then we'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to do blind flips. I got some awesome blind flips for you guys tonight, full of like 1 in 50 variants, and there's 1 in 100s in there and stuff. I got some really kick-ass blind flips tonight. We'll do them as soon as we come back. All right, so we'll do the intermission, and I'll see you in just a minute. Cheers. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. Alright, that wasn't very long, was it? We're back already. So here's our first round of blind flips of the night. So there's 12 books on screen, A through L. 6 of them are 1 in 25 variants. 5 of them are 1 in 50s, and 1 of them is a 1 in 100. They're all Marvel. They're all 9.6 plus. 1 per person unless they don't all sell. I'll tell you, there's some gems in there. We got Jared, Larry, Diaz, Barry for I. We gotta scroll up now. H for Allen. Mike F. I got David S. We got, oh, D's already gone. For E, I got Aaron. K, Bill Bateman. I got Lee Marley for A. C and G, I got G for Pat S. Nobody claims C yet, but we'll get there. I'll start flipping them. Larry, Psylocke, number 1. That's a 1 in 50 Virgin variant. That thing's gorgeous. Bill Bateman for K. Darth Vader, number 48, 1 in 25. Jared, Captain Marvel, number 6, 1 in 50. Barry, Vengeance of the Moon Knight, number 4, 1 in 25. Alan, Spider-Boy, number 12, 1 in 50. Pat S. We got Marvel's Runaways, number 1, 1 in 50. Did anybody claim C yet? Ronald Lee got C. Mike F. Symbiote Spider-Man 2099, number 3, 1 in 25. Aaron, Weapon X-Men, number 2, 1 in 25. Diaz, Doom Academy, number 1, 1 in 50. Ronald, Amazing 47, 1 in 25. David S., you got the 1 in 100. It is Infinity Watch, number 1, 1 in 100. And Lee Marley, this is Wolverine, number 49, 1 in 25. I got 6 rounds of blind flips tonight. We'll save some for the end of the night, but we'll do some more right now. Let's do Virgin exclusives. 15 bucks a pop. These are all Marvel. They're all 9.6 plus. They're all Virgin exclusives that are limited to 1,000 copies or less. Like always, I throw some bangers in there. Alright, we'll wait for the storm of comments to come in. We got Jared for J. Larry for L. We got Mike F. We got Sean M. Oh, I gotta scroll up here. We got Rob. Paul C. Travis K. We got Aaron. What am I looking for? Still a lot of comments to look at. I got Barry. E, H, and L. Or sorry, A, E, H. So we got Diaz for A. Nobody got E or H left. I'll start flipping them, see if they come in. We got Deadpool, number 1 for Larry. Steven Segovia. For Rob, we've got Scarlet Witch, number 1. Puppeteer Lee. For Jared, we got Wolverine, issue number 37. David Nakayama. We got Barry for I. This is Deadly Regenesis, number 5. Tyler Kirkham. H was Paul C. For Paul C, we've got Wolverine, issue number 40. Nathan Zerdy. For K, we got Travis. This is X-Men 274. Tyler Kirkham. Mike F, Amazing 26. David Peratore. For E, here's Pat S. Wolverine number 5. Ezekiel. Paul C. This is Thor number 9. Sean M. Uncanny X-Men 11. Lozano cover. For Aaron, we've got Uncanny X-Men 5. Tyler Kirkham. And for Diaz, Deadpool number 1. Carrie Anders. Oof. Should we do one more round now and save a couple for the end of the night? These will be trade dress exclusive, so just like what we did, but they're trade dress instead of virgin, and they're limited to 3,000 copies, not 1,000 copies. They're all Marvel, they're all high grade. So just do one more. Why not? What's one more? And we'll start putting some big books up for auction here. We got Larry for L, Jared for C. Camera went all blurry, that was weird. We got Kent for K, Paul C, Pat S, Alan, Jared, Diaz, Barry, Paul J, and Jesus, just A and B. I got Paul C. Oh, Paul C already got one. So A and B are left if anybody didn't get one yet. Start flipping them from here down. Larry, Dazzler, number 1, Lyrics, Kent, Thor, number 9, Mercado, Jared, Amazing 78, Delato, Barry, Iron Man Hellcat Annual, number 1, Ivan Tao, Paul J. We got X-Men number 2, another Lyrics, Paul C, Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, Carrie Andrews, Allen, Uncanny X-Men number 8, Lyrics, Diaz, Dark X-Men 2, Zerdy. This was Pat S, Uncanny 131, Dan Panosian, Jared, X-Force 13, Mastrazo, and then the A's and the B's here. We got Aaron for B, which is Storm, number 1, Sabrine Rich, and then A is Greg R. Greg R. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 66, Delato. All right, thank you everyone. There's some awesome books in there. I'm just going to set these aside and then I'll throw up a great auction item. All right, we've got, what do we got? How about Beware the Cat, number 1. The Cat, number 1, Marvel. 1972, the grade on it is a 7 to a 7.5 or better. Amazing origin issue. It's the first appearance and origin of Greer Grant, the Cat, who later becomes Tigra. But what confuses me about that is, isn't that the Hellcat costume? Anyway, key issue, dollar start, dollar increase. Go ahead on that. And then let's continue on here. We got new releases. Here's one that's sold out and gone to a second printing, but I got a few copies left. It's Youngblood number 1 from Rob Liefeld. This is the trading card variant. It comes sealed with a trading card. And we'll still do $4 in both of these just to burn through this little stack I got. We got Supergirl number 2 from 2005. First appearance of the Black Kryptonite, which splits Kryptonians into 2 different people. A regular version and an evil version. And then I got Invincible Iron Man number 102, 1977. First appearance and origin of the Dread Knight. And this is an interesting Whitman variant cover. The Whitman. See those very often. We're at 35 on the auction item for Paul C. I got Adrian for A. Also Pat S for A. I got David S for A. Francis C for A. Aaron for A. So 1A left there. Sean M for C. Diaz for B. All right, a few more $4 books here. We got Deadly Hands of the Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. First appearance of the Dark Strider. 7 to a 7.5. It's issue number 37. And Marvel Snapshot Civil War. First appearance of the Helper. Alex Ross cover, 9.4 to 9.6. $35, high bid for Paul C. First appearance of the Cat. Sean M for B. Next up in B, a 2-book set. $2 book. It is The Son of Ambush Bug, number 1 and 2. One's a 9, the other's a 9-2. 1986. Adrian for A. Diaz for C. And that's the last of the $4 books. I'll leave B there for a second. Somebody's going to grab that. Next up in A, we're actually on to books that are $5.99 US or $8.75 Canadian. First one is called Save Now, number 1. It's interesting because it's a chromium cover. Pat S for B. All right, next up in B here, I got some nudie covers. Please don't be too offended by them. I tried to cover up the boobies. So this one is Power Hour, issue number 3, the Cosplay Shikari Preview Up Close Naughty Shield variant, limited to only 75 copies. Of course, it's nudie with the big old titty itties. It's a big titty committee over here. And then I have, this is the same book. I actually got 2 copies of it. Power Hour 3, but this is the Naughty Virgin exclusive, limited to 350 copies. That's what it looks like with titties out. So I got 2 copies of that one. Excuse me. 35, still your high bid. That's a great deal on that book. We'll let it go there for another minute or so. And if nobody's going to go for Save Now, I'll swap that out with Alien versus Captain America number 1. This is the In-Hyuk Lee variant, which is pretty fucking cool. Alien versus Cap. And I'll leave those nudie books there for just a second, let you think about them. Or swap them out. 35, high bid. Here's another Shikari. This is Born in Blood, issue number 5, the Daenerys Targaryen cosplay up close trade dress, limited to 100 copies. Man, that thing's gorgeous. Shikari's an incredible artist. Ronald's going to take that last A. You got it. And then I got Sean B for this A. And also David S. Oh, sorry, that's a different book. I thought I had 2 copies of the Captain America, but I don't. I only have 1. So it's Sean B was first for that. And then next, this is Hello Darkness, issue number, I thought I wrote it on the back. I think it's issue number 14. The Jenny Friesen variant cover. That cover is cool. Paul V for B. Nobody for C. I also have, this is Ms. Meow, issue number 8, the Shikari Invisible Woman, Fantastic Four. This is the box exclusive, which is limited to 188 copies. And then we have the Topless Virgin, the Topless Naughty Virgin, which is limited to 440 copies. Boom, boom. The grade on the auction item is a 7 to a 7.5, and it's a steal at only $35. Adrian's going to take a Hello Darkness. I have several. Right, nothing invisible about those. Guess we'll say going once, going twice. If you guys don't have much interest in this auction item, I think it's actually like an $80, $90 book. But we'll say going once, going twice. It's got a lot to get through, so we'll move on. And if nobody's going for B, I also have the full nude variant, which is limited to 472 copies. Fully nude. Actually, I got 2 of those, so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, there's nothing invisible about that. David S for A. And I guess going for the third and final time, even though high bid's only 35. The Cat, number 1. And if we got nobody else for A, I'll swap that out. Got Diaz for B. Like I said, I do have 2 of those though. So 1 for Diaz. Next up in A, we're at new releases that are $6.99 US or $10 Canadian. Post Malone's Big Rig, issue number 4, cover A. It's actually a pretty cool cover. And swap out the nudies. Okay. Diaz wanted the last B, which I think was this one. You got it. This is the $30 one. All right, we're at 40 here for Jeff K. More stuff. Christ, what's next? Let me take a look. You guys want to do some non-comic related items here? Well, they're kind of comic related, but they're just like kind of just doing different stuff. Check this out. These are pretty cool actually. So these are $10. I'll put them in both in B and C. So these are each $10. So these are metal signs. So like metal posters, metal signs that you put on your wall. This one here, Amazing Spider-Man. Most of them, I like that they have this kind of retro look where they look like they're rusty, but they're not. It's just, part of the art, kind of that retro dinged up look. They have like a little hemp rope that you'd hang it off of, but all 4 corners have a little hole in it, so you can just kind of like pin it to the wall or whatever you'd like to do. I see people sell these at like trade shows for like $25 or whatever. These nice metal signs. These actually make a really nice gift too. So we'll do Amazing Spider-Man in B, and then I actually really like this one. This is one of the promotional posters from the first Captain America movie, Fighting for Freedom, Fighting for Victory. $10 a pop on those boys. Those are really cool. I got a bunch of these coming up. I really like them. They make a great gift. So think about Christmas coming up soon. We got Larry for B. And the high bid on the auction item is $50 for Paul C. We'll say going once, going twice. Another one here in B. This one's Ghost Rider. I had I sold this very comic earlier tonight. It's the Aaron Cooter cover. Ghost Rider number 1. I really like that Captain America one. That's cool. Nobody's going for Post Malone's Big Rig. This is the Die role-playing game quick start guide. We've got David S for C, Ronald for B. This one, Jack Kirby's Black Panther. Again, like I said, I mentioned it, like how it looks like it's all rusty and everything, but they're not. So that one will be in B. And then we got, I think that's an Herb Trimp artwork, the Incredible Hulk. Really cool. And going for the third and final time, high bid's 50. Want to move on from this? High bid's 50. Let's get her going. Next up in A, this is Deadpool Batman number 1, which is a one-shot, second printing, first appearance, and the second printing is the first cover appearance of Logo. which is Logan crossed over with Lobo. Lobo. We got Allen for B. David S for C. Next here, Thor, the mighty Thor in B. And Deadpool in C. Again, these are metal. Some metal signs, high quality. Pat S for A. Also Allen for A. We got Pat S for C. And we have Rob L for an A, and then another one for Allen. And then I got Paul J for B, and Rob for A. One A left. All right. Got two more signs. Superman, Man of Steel, and Flash. One of those left. And no more bids came in, so congratulations, Paul C. Sold to you for 50. Let me grab another auction item. Keep rolling. Spider-Man #1. The Todd McFarlane Gold second printing, which was limited to a print run of 10,000 copies. 9.2 to a 9.4 or better for grade on it. And then we've got David S for both B and C. And then also A. All right. And dollar start, dollar increase on your auction item. Set these metal signs aside. Oh, I'm gonna set this aside. All right, your auction item. We're at 12. Phil's kicking us off with a $12 bid. What do we got here? More new releases. This is Poison Ivy issue number 38, the Virgin Foil variant. Man, that thing's shiny. Oh, it's almost approaching mirror level. Check it out. I got one of my shirts on. Got shirts now with our logo on it. Yeah. Nice. Get them on the website soon if I can. Next, what do we got over here? Check this thing out. I'm going to put this in B. This is a rare piece. This is the 1991 Advanced Dungeons and Dragons trading card Premier Factory set, sealed. Comes with the entire set, all 750 cards. Next in the C slot, this is the 1992 Canadian Winter Olympic Games collector cards, sealed. Yeah, I'll do a stack. First, I want to get through these other auction items that I already advertised. Adrian was the first for A. Jared for B. Next up in A, it's new releases that are $9.99 US or $14.50 Canadian. It's Post Malone's Big Rig number 4, the Peach Momoko variant cover. Next up, in your B slot, this is a new release that just came out. Hopefully got one for everybody. So this is the Ice Cream Man, the Mortal Coil Shuffle. This is a comic book that is told through 52 playing cards. Very interesting, and they're sold out everywhere. They said they would never reprint this, and I've seen sales on eBay up over $50, but I also seen some around 25, 30. I got a bunch of them, so I'll do 25 on them. It must be the Calgary Olympics, 1992. Calgary Winter Olympics. Yeah, it's got to be Calgary. Or Canadian, 1992 Canadian Winter Olympics. Where are we at here? Auction. We're at 15 for Crid. We're at 40 for Matt. Matt B. For the B's here, we got a Pat S. Also, Paul C. Larry. Alan. We've got David S. Well, it doesn't seem right that we had Winter Olympics in Canada in '88 and in '92. I feel like they were printed in '92 of the '88 Olympics. That is my assumption. More B's here. We got Aaron. I got a few more of these. That's all I got left. So we'll do one for Aaron. Nobody else for Peach Momokos or Big Rig. One more Peach Momoko. This is Cult of the Lamb, the Schism Special #1 Peach Momoko foil variant. Do another B for Pat S. Few more of these. Nobody going for those. Set them aside. Next up, this is the V for Vendetta DC's Compact Edition. One of my favorite stories all time. Alan Moore. I love the movie with Hugo Weaving. What are these? $9.99 US, so $14.50 Canadian. We'll do 14. Diaz is going to take. Sorry, I got Matt B was the first for A. And then I got Diaz for B. Auction items at 40. I haven't received my next week's Batman Deadpool books yet, unfortunately. Remember, the 5th of November. Oi, oi. Alright. Now is new releases that are some ratios and stuff like that. I do have some Batman annuals, actually. What do you know? There they are. So this is the Absolute Batman Annual #1, which is selling for quite a bit right now. I've also seen sales up over 50 on this. I think it's just because the cover, he's fighting a bunch of like Ku Klux Klan members, white supremacists. We got David S is going to take C. And if I got nobody else for B, I'll swap out those last couple of copies that are just chilling there. And our auction item is still at only 40. We'll say going once, going twice on it, I guess. Got a lot to get through here. We got Adrian for A. Leaves one more copy. Pat S is going to take this one. Guy Fawkes and his Gunpowder Plot. All right. Alien versus Captain America #1. That's the foil variant cover. And this is Post Malone's Big Rig issue 3, the sealed blind box bundle. Oh, gonna wet my whistle. Got Sean B for A. Also Larry for A. Nobody for B. Set those aside. Okay, next up in A, this is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 15, which you'll remember is the first appearance of a new suit and a new villain. That's the 1 in 25 variant. And in B, Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves. This is the movie starring Kevin Costner. I got full set of cards here, $2 a pack. You look on eBay, they're $4 or $5 a pack. I'll just do $2 a pack, guys. There you go, you can get your wax on. Haven't done cards in a really long time. Greg R for A. You got Diaz for A. Was it for this one or for the last book? Just let me know. We got Diaz is going to take a pack. Pat S going to take 10 packs, my man. There's 36 in there, so that's fine. Lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got it. 10 packs. 2 for Jared. And 5 for Larry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B is the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves movie starring Kevin Costner. Trading cards. $2 a pack. Little wax cards. Yeah, if I sell the whole box, you can definitely have it. Oh man, these things are a pain in the ass to deal with. All these loose packs. We've got Diaz going to take 2. And we got 4 for Sean M. We got A for Alan. And going for the third and final time, I guess, on the auction item. The high bid's only 40. About to say sold. C, I would do 90. 90 would be my best on that. And yeah, high bid 40. About to say sold on it. Next up, this is the amazing 15 1 in 50 Streetwise Virgin variant. 1 in 50. Alec Rickman, Sheriff rookie. Nice. That's cool. Go to the third and final time. High bids 40. About to call it. And if anybody else wants another pack of these cards, let me know. I'm about to swap them out. About to swap. Congratulations, Matt B. Sold to you for 40. Nice. Your next auction item, we'll do Tales of Suspense, issue number 75. This one's the first appearance of Sharon Carter and first appearance of Batroc the Leaper. 5.5 to a 6 or better for grade on that. And nobody else going to go for those. Set them aside. And no one for that. Set it aside. Let's start doing some other stuff. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff to get through here still. Nobody for this. Set it aside. Dollar start, dollar increase on your auction item. Let me unpin that last bid. More new releases here that are individually priced. We've got the new Predator Badlands #1. I knew this would be selling for way above cover price. That's a 9.6 plus, and that one's a 9.4. Over here we've got X-Men Heir of Apocalypse, issue number 2, 1 in 25, 9.4. Cover price for a 1 in 25. Bill Bateman's in for 30 on our auction item. First Sharon Carter, first Batroc the Leaper. We got Pat S for A. Paul C for A. Diaz for B. Oh, you got to see it already. Nice. I have not checked it out yet. Actually, I haven't seen a movie in theaters since Deadpool 3. We've got Spirits of Violence #2, the variant, which is first cover appearance. Excuse me, hiccups again. First cover appearance of the Spirit of Violence. I think this one's selling up around 30 and 22 because I got a few extra copies of it. Next year, this is a trade paperback, Bomb Queen volume 4, Bombtastic. Check out the cover, that's crazy. 9.6 plus. Perfect copy. Leave these for a moment here, about 35 for Dorian. $35, still your high bid. Nobody's jumping on A for the Spirit of Violence. We do a little deal. I do 18, slightly drop them just because I have a couple extra copies. Nobody going for that ratio. I got an Ultimate Spider-Man #6, 1 in 25 variant. 9.4 for grade. Diaz is going to grab an A. We got 40 for Jeremy. We got Bill Bateman was the first for C. Nobody for B. Swap them out. Got another 1 in 25 here. This one's the Greg Land Amazing Spider-Man #47, 1 in 25, 9.4. Over here I got Storm, issue number 1. That is the 1 in 50 variant. 9.4 for grade. And we're at 40 on our auction item. Say going once, going twice. Kind of got a nice little stack of auction items here I want to get through, so I got to pick up a little bit of speed on them. We've got Diaz was the first for B. Next up, this is Free Agents, issue number 1, the 1 in 50 variant, 9.4 to a 9.6 or better. And if I got nobody else for A, I'll swap those. Got Aaron for C. High bid still 40. We'll say going once, going twice. Tales of Suspense, issue number 75. First Sharon Carter, first Batroc the Leaper. $40, a great deal. 5.5 to a 6 or better. We have the new Zatanna trade paperback. It's a new release, just came out. Its cover price is actually $18 US, which is like 24, 26 Canadian, so give you a good deal on that. And then over in C, this is Dutch, issue number 3, 1 in 20 variant, 9.4 for grade. 45 is the high bid for Allen. Nobody for Free Agents. We've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo Saturday Morning Adventures one shot, 1 in 20 variant, 1 in 25, 9.4. We're at 47 for Sean M. Nobody for the Zatanna trade paperback. What If Venom number 1. This is the In-Hyuk Lee. I forgot to write it on there, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 25 variant. The grade on them is a 9.4 or better. Got Pat S. was the first for B. Next up in C, this is Daredevil number 5, the 1 in 50 Virgin variant in a 9.2 and in a 9.4 or better. And auction item at 47. We got Chris W and Aaron for A. Oh, I got a third one. Diaz. A was What If Venom number 1. 1 in 25. We got Alan for C. Next up, Jackpot and Black Cat number 1, the Lobos 1 in 25, 9.2 to 9.4, 9.4 plus. Auction item $47 for Sean M, going for the third and final time, potentially. Excuse me. We have Adrian for A and C. Oh, now not A, so just C. So Adrian for C, and then Shane H for A. B still chilling. No more bids came in. Congratulations. Sean M sold to you for 47. All right. Your next auction item. Oh boy, what should we do next? I got a bunch of stuff I pulled out specifically for the night. Don't think we're going to get to all of it. Definitely not. Let's do this stack that I had set aside specifically for the occasion. So your next auction item is you're going to be bidding on all of these. Second here. So dollar start, dollar increase for this gigantic stack. Hopefully I only have to go through it once. And let me take a drink of water before I get into this. Good Lord. Children of the Black Sun number 1, Legacy of Violence number 1, Banshees number 1, Breath of Shadows, Tales Told in Techno Horror, The Ultimate 17, Batman 666, Absolute Martian Manhunter 2, Mark Spears Monsters number, oh my god, I really got to do this. Oh my god, I got to open it up inside. It is issue number 7. Good god. We got Pit number 1, Wildstar, Absolute Evil number 1, Helverine number 9, J. Scott Campbell variant, X-Force number 1 with the cable card and the negative UPC code, Absolute Flash 1, first print, All New Venom number 9, J. Scott Campbell, Spirits of Vengeance number 2, Supergirl 1, Summer's Superman Special number 1, Adventure Time number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog vs. DC number 1, Superman 28, we got Vampirilla number 100, Joe Jusko, Adventure 210, Rogue Savage Land 2, J. Scott Campbell, Spider-Man 7 second print, Batman 158, Superman Unlimited, X-Men 17, Star Wars 25, New History of DC Universe 1, Ultimate Universe 1 year in number 1, Never Wars number 1, Wolverine number 8, Legacy 400 second print, Batman 1 first print, Legacy of Vader 8, Morbius number 1, sealed polybag, Adventure Comics 210. We had that a few minutes ago, but there's two different versions, a polybagged and a non-polybag, so you get them both. DC's KO, local comic shop, Ash Can edition. Spider-Man Noir number 1, Uncanny X-Men number 19, J. Scott Campbell variant. We'll just do a dollar start, a dollar increase on that big old stack. So go ahead and see where you get with it. I'm going to wet the whistle with a couple more from tonight here. Amazing 15, Bermejo, regular cover, Savage Sword, Last American, Night Fight. Why not? Just throw a couple more in, just to wet your whistle. Let's put a slab on there. That's gonna be different. Oh, let's just look. Avengers #1 from 2010. Part of Marvel's new launch of the Heroic Age. It is I didn't write it on here, but it's the first cameo appearance of the next Avengers. There you go. I got a slab on there too, a CGC 96. Giant slab, giant stack and a slab. Dollar start, dollar increase. We're at 30 on it. There we go. All right. I'm just going to push it aside a little bit here. Let's keep going. This is Captain America Finale #1, 1 in 50 Virgin variant, 9.4 to 9.6. Yeah, 9.4 to 9.6. We got, this is Ultimate Universe, 1 year in, Frank Miller, 1 in 100, 9.4. And this is Amazing Spider-Man #62, 1 in 100, 9.4 or better. All right, we're at a hundo on the stack. We got Paul C going for A. We got Ronald for B. Ronald for C. I got David S for A. Out here, Paul C, David S, and then Sean M for A, and then Paul C for C, and Adrian for C. Whew, that's all of them. Okay, we're at 100 on the stack. Let's keep rolling. This is Red Hulk #1, Frank Miller, 1 in 100, 9.4 to 9.6. Jackpot, issue #1. Yep, #1, 1 in 25, 9.4. And this is a 9.2, Deadpool Wolverine World War III, #2. Around 101 on the stack now. Greg's gonna go for A. Greg's R. Adrian for B. Diaz for C. Alright, just give me a sec here. I have to move a couple of boxes out of my way. Okay, sorry about that. So I just had to move a few things. We've got Star Wars Obi-Wan #5, 1 in 25, and a 9.2, and then a 9.4 to 9.6. And this is World Tree, issue #12, 1 in 10, 9.2 to 9.4. Like below cover price on these things. We're at 106 on the stack now for Larry. 106. We got Bill Bateman for C, Aaron for B, David S for A. Alright, just a few more of these ratios and stuff we're going to blow through. This is World Tree number 6, 1 and 10, 9.4 to 9.6. That's cool. And this is number 9, 9.2 to 9.4, and 9.4 to 9.6. And these are all 1 and 10s. We're at 110 now for Alan. I bid 110. We got Alan for this A. Diaz for B. Adrian for C. Also Phil for C. Still an A left. And then, for some reason, don't have prices on them. They fell off. This one's $10. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 5, 1 in 100, 9.4. And this one is Amazing Spider-Man 61, 1 in 100, 9.4. And that one's 15. 110, going once, going twice on the stack. High bid's 110 for Alan. $110. I didn't put the red X's. That's actually part of the art. I've never covered the bits. I love the bits. Got Diaz was the first for B. Chris W for C, and nobody for that A. Set it aside. Oh boy, where are we at now? We've killed another box. You savages. Give me a brief moment here. I'm gonna just grab one more box. Whew. What we got here? Holy crap! We are moving. Moving right along, actually. Going for the third and final time. About to say sold. I think Alan's going to have this one at 110. I only work in sticky notes. That's right. I'm on my last pack, too. About to say sold. And next we'll do Hulk 182. Second appearance of Wolverine. Put that up next for $1 start. Just a memento. I don't think anybody's going to challenge Alan on it, so we'll call it sold at 110. Boy, it's a beast to move. Just give me a sec here. Got one. Alright, we got that moved out of the way. And that. Alright, your next auction item is the Incredible Hulk number 182, which is the second appearance of Wolverine. Some people like to say that it's the second cameo appearance, which doesn't really make sense that you have a cameo, a first full appearance, then a second cameo, then a second full appearance. What the fuck? The grade on it is a 7.5, and the Marvel value stamp is missing. So we'll open it up and we'll give you a look at this one. Especially, the thing really took off. It's actually a good looking copy. It's nice and sharp and white. It's actually quite the sharp copy. It's a nice looking book. So you get the light on it there, nice and glossy. And of course, Marvel value stamp is missing, which is extremely common. There it was right there. They're always cut out, man. They're always cut out. Same thing with Hulk 181. I've never had a copy that had it. It's like first Hobgoblin. I've never had a copy that had the tattoos intact either. So dollar start, dollar increase. Even with the Marvel value stamp missing, it's still $200, $250 book, easy. Dollar start, dollar increase on that, and David's gonna kick us off with $1. The Robin Hood cards, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 12 packs left. I'll do the 12 packs for 20 instead of 24. If you want to do that. And then you get the box too. We're at 20 for Greg R. Okay, what should we do next? I have a couple of interesting items. Check this out. This is Planet Death issue number 0. It's a bundle of 25. I'm going to do $1 a piece on them. Sell for $4 or $5. This movie is in production from Derek Kolstad. He's the writer and creator of the John Wick series and some other stuff that's been pretty cool too. So Pat S will do 20 on those remaining cards and you get the box. Thank you very much. And we're at 40 for David S on our auction item. Next, I got some more like bundles here I'm doing. So this is Image First Lady Mechanica number 1, a bundle of 20 bucks. They're good to hand out or give away or read or whatever you want to do with them. They're $1 US a piece, so you know, selling them for under the cover price. For A here, I got Diaz. I actually have 2 of these bundles, so we'll do a bundle for Diaz, and then I got a bundle for Paul C. Also for 25. Nice. Set those aside. More of these bundles. So these are all 20 bucks. These bundles I'm going to put up. This is the Sunstone number 1 from Stefan Sejic. Again, a bundle of 20. $1 a piece. And then this one is King Spawn, which is fucking thick and heavy because it's a double-sized issue. 20 copies. 20 King Spawn, number 1s. We are still chilling at only $40 on this auction item. You guys sleeping out there? High bid's $40 in the second appearance of Wolverine. Incredible Hulk 182. For now it's 60 for Paul V. I'll leave these for just a sec before I swap them. Guess I could do a little bit less. I tell you what I do. Fuck. I'm losing a lot of money on them, but I'll do 15 a piece. 15. That would be my best. 15. I just have more than I need of this stuff. We're getting somewhat kind of close. We're at the 3-hour mark. I still got a big box of dinged and damaged stuff. I still got some slabs. I still got blind flips, giveaways, and a bunch of other items kicking around. We're at 61 now for Pat S. 80 for David S. Nobody's going to go for these. Set them aside. I also got Spawn Scorched and Gunslinger Spawn. Again, bundles of 20. We're at 100 for Paul V. Your auction item. Leave these just for a memento. Start swapping them. Your bundles of 20. If you change your mind, let me know. I will set them aside. Okay, next up here I got some discounted stuff. This is some comics that I had a shitload of copies of and I'm just straight up losing money. These Adventure Comics number 210 facsimile editions, which is reprints the first appearance of Crypto the Superdog, $2 a pop. They're high grade, bagged and boarded, ready to roll. And then, similar circumstance, it's just something I had a shitload of extra copies of. This is Superman issue number 28, which is the first appearance of Absolute Saturn Girl, and it's the crossover of the Absolute universe into the mainstream universe. $4.99 US, so it's $7.25. Do $2.50. That's a third of its normal price. And one more. This is Batman number 1. Oh wait, where did I put the price for this? There it is. These ones are $4 a pop. So as you've seen, I think it's on to the 3rd or 4th printing now. These are first printings. They're a 9.4 to a 9.6 for grade, $4. I think those ones are selling for around 10 now. We got Ronald's gonna take 2 Bs. Thank you. These ones are $2.50 a pop. And we got Sean B is also gonna take one. Diaz is gonna grab an A. B, and a C. I've got to scroll up a little bit here. I got 3 C's for Adrian. 3 C's. I got 2 C's for Pat S. Jalen's going to do an A and a B. We got a C for Josh R. Oh, whoops, that's B. And we got a C for Ronald. B is Superman number 28. I got 3 Bs for Sean M. Thank you all very much. Like I said, I got a ton of extra copies of this stuff. That's the only reason I'm selling it way below cover price. Bill Bateman for C. Paul C is going to take 5 Cs. You got it. Lots more. Somebody grab an A. Got lots of those. There we go. Rollins gonna take an A. Nice. First Crypto the Super Dog. I never did watch the new Superman movie. Was it any good? Anybody see it? Your auction item. Let me scroll up. Where are we still at on this thing? We are at $123 for David S. And then we got David S on a C, and then 2 more C's for Adrian. And I'll leave those there for just another minute or so. And your auction item 123, Krypton was a trip. New Superman was great. Nice. I didn't get the chance to check it out. I'm way behind on everything, man. Everything. I did get a chance to watch that Ed Gein Monster series. Didn't care for it. I found it to be a very fucking odd series, and not even for the subject matter. The way they split it up into telling a bunch of different storylines involving different movies that were inspired by it and stuff was just weird. And I don't know, parts of it were good and parts of it were fucking just not well done. It had terrible pacing. It just became boring kind of after a while, I think. It was too long. 8 parts? No, it should have been like 3 or 4. This is too much. Anyways, 123 high bid. I guess we'll say going once, going twice, and nobody else for this stuff, so I'll set them aside. I really enjoy the Jeffrey Dahmer one. I've actually watched it a couple times. I like that one. Alright, what should we do next? Let's get rid of this thing. It's at 123, going for the 3rd and final time. I guess I'm about to say sold on that. See you later. Oh, you know what? I actually had one more cheap book. This one is Children of the Round Table, #1, first printing, first appearance of the Children of the Round Table. $2.50 on that one. Again, these are just extra copies I had kicking around. Alright, and after this I just got a nice stack of dinged and damaged stuff here, and then a bunch of giveaways, so we're actually looking pretty good. Might even be 3.5 hours tonight. Oh, I still got more blind flips. Yeah, Hello Darkness and Exquisite Corpses, incredible series all around. They really are. Some of the best series of the year. We got Joseph M for this one. Then we got Diaz. And Travis K. Auction item, going for the third and final time. I'm about to say sold. The high bid is $123 for David S. Second appearance of Wolverine, first Hammer and Anvil. About to say sold on it. We got Pat S. also for A. Alright, congratulations, David S. 123. Sold to you, David S. Boom. Alright, guys. Another auction item, shall we? One more. I don't know what to do here. You guys feeling slabs, or should I do a signed item, or... you know what? Slabs? I don't know. This will be the last auction item of the night. A stack of slabs. You guys want to do that? 4 slabs? I haven't done that in a while. Fuck it. Why not? The first one's actually an expensive book. Green Lantern #1 from 2011. This is the very rare 1 in 200 sketch variant. 1 in 200. CGC 92. Bloodshot #6, which is the first appearance of Ninjak, who also has his own series. Does your first Ninjak, first Glider, first Cinder. CBCS graded at a 9.8. We got from Atlas Comics, 1975, the final issue of Phoenix the Protector. 1975, issue 4, CBCS graded at 9.2. And then from DC, we've got Plop, issue #3, 1974. It's actually like a $70 or $80 book slab in and of itself. This one's CGC graded at a 9.4. Okay, I'm going to do 3 very different, very off-the-wall slabs, all for $1 start. Show them to you again. You got Plop #3, 1974. Actually kind of a tough to find book. And a 9.4, nice high grade. You got Phoenix #4, final issue in a 9.2. You got Bloodshot #6, first Ninjak in a 9.8. That very rare, tough to find 1 in 200 variant for Green Lantern #1. 4 slabs. Sean M's kicking us off at a $25 start. Alright, that's fair enough. Let's do that. Whew. Alright, now I got some dinged and damaged new releases that I'll put up here. They're all just very lightly dinged and damaged, and they're all graded so you know what you're getting. These ones will all be $2 a piece, so A, B, and C are all $2. Ultimate Spider-Man 22, 9.2. Aliens vs. Cap in Hyuk Lee, 9.2. Planet She-Hulk, Jenny Friesen, 9 to 9.2. Ooh, auction items, we're up to 100 for David S. Or sorry, the first $100 bid was Paul V. Actually, he was above, so 100 for Paul V at the moment. We got Pat S for B. And Sean M for B. I gotta scroll up a little bit here. We got Pat S, Sean M. We're at 123 for David S, and then I got Bill Bateman for B. I got Christian for C, Allen for C, 125 for Sean M, Diaz for C, Greg R for C, Adrian for C, and then 2 for Paul C. That's the last 2. Diaz for A. We're at 155 now for Sean M. Got Ultimate Wolverine number 10, 9-92. Philip Tan cover. Let's leave that one for a minute because I'm moving to a different price category in a moment. We're at 175 for Paul V. For this A, I got David S, Allen, Christian, Adrian, with 1 left. Last one's Jalen. Oh, no wait, there's 2 left. So I got Jalen and then Greg. Okay, that was the last $2 book. These next ones here will be $3. So A, B, and C, they're all $3. Book of Revelation number 1, Noto variant 9.4, Punisher Red Band, sealed 9.4, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1, 9.4. 1 9.4s. Those are $3 a pop. And your high bid on your auction item is $175 for Paul V. $175. Staying alive at $175. All right, we got Allen for A. Allen for B. Sean M for C. I'll have to leave it for a sec, let the comments die down here before I put the next round up. 175, I think, still our high bid here for Paul V. 175. We got Quick Stops number 3, 9.4-9.6. Resident Alien number 3, 9.6. The Amazing 15 Bermejo 9.4. Okay, I got Pat. Oh no, that was the last book. Pat S. Is it for this book or the last book? Just let me know. And then I got Shane H. Was the first for this C. David S. for B. More $3 books. That's the Planet She-Hulk number 1 Streetwise variant 9.4. And these are 9.4-9.6, the Ultimate Wolverine 10. Okay, so Pat S. It was this one. Thank you very much. Got Allen for B. Auction item still 175. I guess we'll count her down. Going once, going twice. 175. We got Allen for C. Also Adrian. Got 2 more of those left. Death of the Silver Surfer number 5, 9.4. We got David S. and Eric O. for C. Jeremy S for B. All right, going for the third and final time. Your auction item is $175. High bid is for Paul V. And next, these ones are $4 a pop. Oops, there we go. We've got Ultimate Spider-Man 22 in a 9.6. The Last Wolverine Crane cover in a 9.6. Amazing 15 in a 9.6. $175, about to say sold on it. Got Adrian for A. Diaz for B. Allen for C. David S for B, David S for C, Greg R for C. No more bids came in, so congratulations, Paul V sold to you for $175, 4 slabs. That's pretty sweet. And there's just one more little ditty of ones here. We got the Mortal Thor number 3 Zombies variant 9.6, Cloak or Dagger Talavera 9.6, Fantastic Four number 4 Scotty Young 9.6. I literally got 2 more books left. Then I got some blind flips. Then I got some giveaways. We're gonna call it a night. And we got Adrian for B. The Undead Iron Fist number 2 in a 9.6. We got Diaz was the first for C and B and A rather. And then this is Death of the Silver Surfer number 5 in a 9.6. Allen for B. Whew, I think we're done just in time. I can feel that I'm starting to like lose my voice. We got Allen for A. One more A. One more A. Don't leave that one book there. Guilt you into it. Greg for A. Thank you very much. Greg R for A. All right, guys. I got 2 rounds of blind flips here beside me. Let's do first. All right, let's do this. Let's put like a line here to separate the comments. So I'll put these are going to be ratios. I'm putting 12 comics on screen. They're all Marvel. They're all high grade. 6 of them are 1 in 25s. 5 of them are 1 in 50s, and 1 of them is a 1 in 100. 1 per person unless they don't all sell. Go. All right, we got Larry for L. We have Diaz for C. Oh yeah. Stare at the screen like fiending for comments to come through. We got Pat S for D, Mike F for F, Sean B for that one. We got Barry for I, Phil for J, David S for G, Bill Bateman for A, K goes to David U. What do we got here? We got H for, oh, let me scroll up. I think it was Greg R. Man, there was only B was the only one I didn't see. Got Ronald Lee. There we go. Man, those ones all sold out. Awesome, guys. All right, Larry, 1 in 50. Marauders number 1. David U, 1 in 25. Mutant Menace number 2. Phil, 1 in 25. Wolverine Deep Cut number 1. Barry, 1 in 50. That thing's gorgeous. Phoenix number 7. Greg R, another 1 in 50. Sensational She-Hulk number 6. David S, 1 in 100. Deadpool Wolverine number 1. Frank Miller. Mike F, 1 in 25. What If Miles number 3. Sean B, 1 in 25. Phoenix number 1. Pat S, 1 in 50. Oh man, another beautiful cover. Thunderbolts Doomstrike, number 1 in 50. Diaz, 1 in 50. Infinity Watch, number 5. Ronald, 1 in 25. Halverine, number 2. And Bill Bateman, 1 in 25. Amazing Spider-Man, number 4. One more round. These ones are going to be trade dress exclusives, limited to 3,000 copies or less. They're all Marvel, all high grade. Of course, one per person unless they don't all sell. I got 2 1 in 100s today, man. That's awesome. All right, let's do these ones, and then I'll do a bunch of free giveaways, and we'll call her a night. I guess, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up around 3.5 hours tonight. It's kind of a shorter one, but like I said, the last auction was huge for Halloween, and the next auction is fucking crazy huge for the 5-year anniversary show. So tonight feels right. Larry, Mike F, Diaz. Scrolling down, we've got Alan, Paul J, Aaron, Barry. Whoops, we got Greg R, Matt B, David S. Nobody claims C. C is the one that's still available. Larry, Mandalorian number 3, Miko Soyen. Oh, K is still available. Oh, sorry. K was Paul C. Paul C. Venom number 9, Sabrine Rich. Paul J. Giant Size Black Cat, Infinity Score. Barry, Devil's Reign number 1, Marco Torini. Allen, X-Men number 11, Lozano. We got Matt B, Ultimate 13, Franny. Mike F, X-Men 7, Sabrine Rich. Aaron, Uncanny X-Men number 1, Nathan Zerdy. This one's still got a price tag on it, $30. Normally I take those off. Diaz, Uncanny number 3. C was Pat S. X-Men 28, Dalato. Greg R, Silk number 1, Leslie Lyrics. And this was David S, Ultimate Spider-Man number 14, Mirka Andolfo did that variant. Okay, guys, that is the end. We're going to do some free giveaways right now. But before I even think about that, don't go anywhere. So I'm going to do a little screen duplication here. I'm going to show you my screen. We're going to go to Pornhub. No, I'm just joking. We're going to my website, clearly. Oh, maybe it won't even load. My website's down. There it is. chaoticcomics.ca. There's our top 5 weekly pre-orders. Man, there's some great books up for order this week. Go right here to shop. Weekly pre-orders. We break it down into Marvel, DC, indie, trade paperbacks. You can also just click pre-orders and it'll show you everything in one place, but it's just kind of easier to break it down by publisher. So you get going in here, everything's 15% off automatically. Look, there's some fucking awesome books up this week. This one right here, I got a feeling is going to be hot. People are going to be after that one. Venom Lethal Protector number 1 homage. Just some great stuff in here. You save 15% off, then you're not fighting people at the auction. You know, the lag screws you over because you want to get this book, but you just don't. It's like, man, this thing's gorgeous. I'm going to put this up for auction when it comes out. I'm going to have 2 copies of it, and 10 people are all going to claim A, but I only got 2 copies of it. So just get in here, man. Look, Sorcerer Supreme number 1, new Wanda Maximoff is the new Sorcerer Supreme. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. You can also go up here and you sign up for our newsletter. You sign up for this, I do a monthly giveaway. I gave away a CGC slab last month to a guy. I just do a random draw of all the people who subscribe. Then you'll also get an email every Friday telling you that the pre-orders are ready to roll and all that stuff. Look, and then here's tonight. You can click on that and it'll literally take you to this event. Boom, there you go. So we always put our next upcoming Facebook Live show here. When you buy stuff off our website, you get 5% of your purchases back as Chaos coins. Then you use these for even more money off your stuff at checkout. You definitely want to get in here. You know, we got all the different stuff. You know, we grade, we ship, we sell your comics for you. You got a collection, you got books you don't want anymore. Fuck, I'll sell them for you, not a problem. You come in here, man, exclusives, retailer incentives, you name it. We got, you know, supplies. You need boxes, you need top loaders, you need bags and boards. I got all that here for you. You need all this stuff, man. Trade paperbacks, hardcovers, Magic the Gathering Commander decks. you name it, I probably got it in here. Signed Funko Pops, all kinds of stuff, man. Mystery boxes, everybody loves a good mystery box, right? All right, I can't even see the comments anymore, so I'll just come back to the live video here and we'll start wrapping it up. This one did fly by, 3.5 hours though. Feels good. All right. Type the word free into the comments and I will give you a free comment from the top down. First couple of people are going to get a Morbius #1. Look at X-Files #1. Great stuff in there. Just say free, and please only say it once because it makes it hard when there's a whole bunch in there. You know what I'm saying? Just say it once, for Christ's sakes. And then the next show is going to be in 3 weeks. It's going to be the biggest goddamn show you ever did see. Got Ronald, Joseph M, got Jared, Christian. I gotta scroll up here. Bill Bateman. We got Jalen. Gotta keep scrolling up. We got Paul C. We got Legatus. Oh, scrolling up. We got Aaron. Pat S. Oh, I gotta keep scrolling up. Goddamn comments. Adrian. We got Lee Marley. Brian E. Eric O. Paul V. Sean B. Shane H. Alan. Jeremy. Larry. Whew. Phil. Mike F. Diaz. That's a fucking exclusive. Where are we at now? Greg R. That's a 1 in 25 variant. Tim G. Christ, you guys are all coming out of the woodworks now. We got Andrew D. We got Sean M. We got Chris W. We got David U. David S. I swear I had 50 in this pile, and there's only 32 viewers. What's going on here? Josh R. Matt B. and Barry S. That's the end. Whew. Alright guys, oh shit. Thank you guys all so much for watching. What was I going to say? I had one more thing I wanted to mention, but I can't remember what in the hell it is. I already bugged you about doing your pre-orders, and I sure do appreciate that. Honestly, the pre-orders is really, really important. Without them, I'm not going to be able to like keep my accounts open with Lunar and Penguin Random House. I won't be able to get new books if I'm not keeping my minimum orders up. And to keep my minimum orders high, I need to have people pre-ordering. I think that's it. Thank you guys again so much for watching. That next show is going to be an absolute doozy. Definitely wait for the event. Should get that up by the end of the week. And I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a little video to see you on your way out. And cheers. Have a great night.